Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wizard of Mo Games. My name is Kenny, and today I will be playing Vantage. So I'm going to go ahead and say that there are spoilers. Vantage is basically a very large, expansive world that as a player you explore, you learn about it, you try different challenges, etc. So that being said, the world is the same across all copies of the game. So whatever components I go through, whatever cards I view, just be warned that is spoiler for your playthrough. You may encounter and see the same things. But the cool thing about these locations is there's 6 actions on them. So it could be that I take one action and then you could go on your playthrough and you could take a completely different action. It'll take you in a different direction, etc. Right? So I'm going to go over just like the base rules and I'll just kind of explain things as I go along. So basically, you're going to get a card, and the card is going to have a set of directions you can go in, and it's going to have a set of actions. Now, or the location will have a set of actions. So now the location actions you can only do once per card, per location, per game. So even if I go back to that location, I can't do an action I did previously, and I'm going to try to do my best to remember what I did previously, right? Um, or you can take a move action there. For any action you take, there's going to be a cost to it. And then those costs will be taken with these challenge dice. So let's say, I want to jump and it's got a cost of 3. I would roll these 3 dice. And this one says I would lose a health. This one says it would go back in the pool. This one just gets discarded. But I'm also going to have cards in my tableau. I'm going to have my character card and things I find along the way. And they may have some of these symbols on there, which then means instead of me just losing a health, I can put it on that card and mitigate that. And again, you'll see all this as we kind of start the game and go through it, right? So that's basically what you're doing. Is, you're going to have a mission or a destiny, right? And then if you get a full grid, you gain a destiny as well. And basically, you're trying to achieve that destiny. Now, based on other players, how they play, you could just explore to the ends of the world if you wanted to. Even if I complete my destiny, I don't have to go to the card or the value that's on there, and I don't ever have to end it, right? Um, it's very similar to Final Girl in the sense that the game could be over in 20 minutes or like an hour, right? You could die very quickly or you could die slowly. Yes, there is a third option where you can just survive, but that's far few and in between. So we're just going to get started. I've got my green screen set up here so you can see the location cards much larger. Very beautiful cards. I think you'll like them. These are all my books down here. So there are 6 action types. Move is blue. This. We've got look, is purple. We've got engage, orange. We've got help, which is green. We've got take, which is yellow. And we have overpower, which is red. So those are the general action types, but on each location, they might be called something different. So yellow, for example, it says take, it may actually be a steal. So you might be like in a marketplace and if you take the steal action, that means you're probably going to try to steal something and there'll be consequences if you get caught and whatnot, right? So these are just the general action types, right? And so each one of those colors has a book. Move is special. So there's a move book, and then there's the separate depart book. So move is for any of the blue actions, but if you're ever moving on a location that doesn't have a value with it, you go to the depart book. All right, otherwise the other colors are here. This is the back of the book of Vantages. That's where the first player card is. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll explain things as we go along. All right. Weeks after receiving a mysterious signal from the traveler, the traveler, your ship arrives in the orbit of an uncharted planet. Create the total challenge dice pool using 8 dice plus 2 per player. So I have 10 dice. Number 2, each player gains a different skill. Select or randomize, and its matching character card. The game comes with dice. I made this, but I didn't make a way for the dice to come out. All right, dice got all the faces on it. So this card, by the way, kind of tells you how to start the game. It tells you where the locations are, where the 0, 0, and 0, 1 locations are. But it's also like a cover to block cards in the box, so you don't kind of accidentally see what's going on ahead. I kind of just use it as my file card here. I'm going to push it off to the side. And then I'm going to roll this die. Blue. So blue is 1435. Right, in case you're curious what's going on here. There we go. So blue is 1435. I'm going to go to my box here. I'm going to find 1435. I am this blue character. I am Jules, the captain. All right. A couple things out of the way so we can focus. My character, this is who I am. So remember I told you you can mitigate some of those dice? That's what these squares are for, right? So if I'm taking a move action, I can mitigate a die by placing it here. When required, it has to be a move action. This one's got a star action, so if I ever roll a star, which I believe is, I can't remember what star is. Morale? Star is morale, hourglass is time, and then the heart is health. So if I ever roll a morale one where I would lose morale, I could put it here instead. The lightning bolt means if I was playing with other players, they could put their morale symbols on there. But it's just me, so only I'll be using it. In this case, when I do put a challenge die here for a move action, I get a cube. And the cubes go in these slots. I could spend 2 of them to gain 1 coin or a move token. All right, and I'll tell you what these tokens do when we get there. I could also spend a cube on here to re-roll one of the challenge dice. And if I re-roll and get the same result, I'll get a blue move token, and then I can always discard another one and re-roll again. All right, so that's my character. There's also a couple actions on here on the character card. Master, buy, equip. All right, so I've got a couple other actions I can take. And so none of these actions are blue, but let's say I decided to take a move action of some kind. Yeah, I'll get to it in a minute. So this is my character. I'm going to start my tableau down here. I'm going to basically have a 3x3 grid, kind of like what's up there. All right. And I get a token, so blue. Start. It says place the card in the middle of your grid and gain its when placed benefit. So I get 2 cubes when it's placed. All right, make sure you guys can see that. Okay. And it says number 3, each player sets the hourglass or the time, morale, and health trackers matching their character color to, I believe 4 is the recommended. The daring. I almost want to go 5 because that's practical. But I don't remember what the book recommends. Let me see if the book recommends one. If I'm playing something, I usually just go for what, like normal. It doesn't really say anything about starting the game. Okay. So we'll start with daring. Practical, cautious. We'll start with practical. That seems, again, more like the normal. All right. Then we go to number 4. It says the first player gains 2 skills at random and places the matching mission see right sidebar in the center. They may reroll pairs to get an easier mission. Then everyone goes to location 1, which can be found on the back of the Book of Secrets. All right, so I'm going to grab my 2 dice. Got a blue and a green. And so on this book, green and blue is 1582. So this is my mission. Is this right here? Have a total of at least 1 sentient plus 1 per player in grids or reserves. If you do, read 1582 in the Book of Secrets. Okay, so that's my mission. There are some actions on here, and usually these actions are if you're stuck, if you can't, really find what you're trying to, or get to where you're trying to go, you can take those actions and they'll kind of help guide you. All right, so my mission's going to go right here. Let me see here. In addition to a mission victory, a destiny victory, or an epic victory, completing both the mission and destiny, you may define success through anything you pursue and achieve. Okay. So mission's one way to win. And then I gain, first player gains 2 skills at random. So I'm going to gain another blue and another green from that. And then goes to location 1, which can be found on the back of the Book of Secrets, which is this one over here. The ship malfunctions. You have mere seconds to escape. Each player gains a different skill, select or randomize, places the matching location in their location card holder, and simultaneously follows the instructions on that card. Each player should now have 2 skill tokens from this location and step 2 on location 0. And the first player should have 4. Okay. Go ahead and roll our die here. Another blue. Gotten so many blues, they're like buried now. Okay. And then it says, so location 2. This right here. Your escape pod seals tight, ejecting towards the planet in a completely different direction from the others. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the matching location. You may reroll pairs to get an easier location. When they talk about holders, because when you're playing multiple players, they can't see your location, but you can describe it to them. So again, you've fallen on different parts of the planet and you can communicate, but they can't visually see what you're talking about, right? So again, we're going to roll 2. I think I can just roll down here. I got a yellow and a purple. So I'm going to get a yellow and a purple. I got plenty of skills here. And yellow and a purple will get me location 664. Here's where my story begins. And I'm just going to kind of move these off to the side. Green screen will make some difficult to see. Probably do that. Probably just leave it like that, actually. All right, so 664. So as you can see, it's got some description down here at the bottom. A stone gateway sits in the middle of a grassy field. Ooh. And then at the top right are the directions you can go in. If I choose any of the numbered ones, I would just roll 1 challenge die for a move. And then I would draw that card. Now, for any challenges, I can spend a token of the matching color to reduce that challenge by that number of tokens, right? If I spend 2, I can negate 2 dice rolls, or I can omit 2 challenge rolls. Enter is always available. I can always enter. So, but I can't do the same action twice. So I think I can do like, one of these others, and then I can do enter. I can inspect, I can greet, I can build, I can siphon, or I can target. I probably want to inspect a stone gateway. I mean, it looks like a portal of some kind, right? So let's get this book out of the way, Book of Secrets. And let's go ahead and inspect. So I grab my purple book because it's a purple action, and the number is 664. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to read this. So 664 says it's an inspect the gateway, and I roll 2 challenge dice. I'm leaving the book open unless you're really, really have high super resolution, better than my camera. You're not going to be able to read some of the things on there. All right, so I'm going to grab 2 challenge dice. The look action. All right, so I got 2 time symbols. Is not great. Actually, before I rolled that, well, I'm going to keep it now, but I should have spent this purple one. But I'm going to spend, I'm going to spend this cube to re-roll one of these. I got a heart now. Okay. Either way, it's not looking good. So let's go heart and time. They go down 1. And now I read the result of 664. The surface of the gateway is covered with an opaque, nebulous substance that you can't see beyond. So you slowly stick your head into it. And that's why I lost the health. Why would I stick my head into it? On the other side, the green grass and blue skies are replaced by a massive cavern filled with a fiery light. You may either go to cave 083 or stay here and gain 1 boost. I did say it was a portal, a gateway, didn't I? If it was me, I'm gonna try to play this as what would I do? Well, what would what would fiction me do? Because I would not go through that gateway. So I'm gonna go to cave 083. No way I'm sticking. I wouldn't have stuck my head in that to begin with. All right. 083. Ooh, look at that. Maybe I would have went through if I saw that. Enter is always available. A shimmering gateway pulsates with energy. I guess enter is enter the gateway. I should inspect it first, right? There's also sink, craft, siphon, and dig. I'm really good with blue ones, but enter is always available, so I feel like I should do something else first. I need to gain stuff. Maybe I can craft something in here. I need more stuff to mitigate some of these actions. Let me inspect. I'll show you the way I should have inspected the first time. All right, so before I even get that, 83. 83, then inspect the gateway. It costs 3. It also says L, which I believe is region L. So I went from region M to region L. So if I was able to look in the book of Vantages, it would show me the entire map. And then it's like a grid, so I can kind of tell where I am. All right, so it's 3. I'm going to spend 1, drop it down to 2. It's still not great. I have no way to mitigate these. Okay, that's perfect. So this means nothing happens. This goes back to the pool. I've succeeded that challenge. I guess you always succeed the challenge. How much it hurts. You toss a stone through the arch, and while you can't find it in the back of the cavern, you do discover a partially blocked passage that may lead deeper into the planet. Gain 1 boost and continue. All right, so what continue means is normally it's just 1 location per action, but when you continue, you can take another action there. It would lead me deeper into the planet. Do I want to enter? I want to craft. So let's craft, see if we can get something. We need to get some stuff. Oh, there's an equip on me. Let me equip on myself first. Now, every action I take, it would then be the next player's turn, but since I'm the only player, it's just always me. So I can do an equip action for 1435, is my card. So 1435. Oh, it's a 4 equip. Equip Saber. Perform this action at most once per game. Yikes. That's a 4 equip. I'm going to spend this, reduce it to 3 dice. I may have just, that was a bad decision. Very bad. Okay. So I'm not worried about these 2, but I'm going to spend a boost, reroll this heart. Time. I'm going to spend another one to do it again. There we go. That's mitigated. This goes back to the challenge pool, and this star I can slot here. I've succeeded without, and I've mitigated. Now, once I have to take on a challenge, and there's not enough challenge dice there, all the dice here and in this challenge dice pool over here will get reset, and I'll be able to use those spaces again. All right, what did I say? This was 1435. The saber feels like a little slice of home in your hands. Gain item 1299. 1299. I'm going to get my first thing. Here we go. Item weapon. Ooh. I kept saying saber. It's like katanas. So I get another blue spot. I can put an hour, a time symbol if I take a red action. And I can place the health if I take a move action. It's got 3 slots. So if as I put a dice here from a blue action, I can put cubes on here. And when I spend 2 of them, I can gain a blue or gain your first personal objective, 1609. Okay. This is going to go in my grid. I'm just going to put it right here. I wanted to do the equip action, but I think it's leaning me more towards doing the, I wanted to do the craft action, but it looks like it's leaning me more towards doing the enter action. This is a move one, and I've got a ton of move stuff here, right? And I have no boost cubes to mitigate. So we are going to enter, go deeper into the earth. So 083 for our move. 4, enter the gateway, bracing against the blaze of energy around it. And it costs 4. So let's see. So I can just roll 4 dice, but I also have 3 tokens. But I also have 1, 2, 3, 4 dice spots. Let's see if I can move this down a little bit so my dice don't. So I'm just going to roll these. Really, I can mitigate everything that comes up, unless I get like multiple. It doesn't matter. I think I can mitigate everything. Oh, and then I don't need to mitigate anything. That is pretty good. That was all right. The energy seems to resist you, but you manage to push into the gateway. There's a blinding light, and when your vision clears, you find yourself on the surface. Go to 106. Now, I'm going to do something here. This die here. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to do that with this die too. 106. So The dice I put, the dash symbol means no effect. You can put it over there. This one means it goes back into the challenge pool, but I can still slot these on my character items to gain benefits and bonuses, right? So I should put one here and one here so that each of them gets a cube, knowing that I'm going to reset them pretty much on the next action. So I went deeper in, and I'm on the surface, and it says, the grove contains a smooth stone that is big enough to walk through. Man, this is I'm just going deeper and deeper into this thing, aren't I? My actions are enter, translate, sink, build, siphon, and pluck. You see there's a ton of asterisks around it. So if I go in any direction other than west, I'm kind of gambling on whether I'll make it or not. But again, I'm kind of not worried about it because I have a ton of move mitigation. But for now, what do I want to do? This translate. There's some symbols on there. I've also got yellow. Maybe I could siphon something. Use this yellow because yellow is like steel, and I don't really think I'm going to be doing a lot of stealing, right? So 106 in the yellow look. Oh, wow. 6. Siphon the essence of the stone. The challenge is 6. Okay, so these are going to come off. These are going to come here. And then I'm going to grab 6 dice. I'm going to spend 1, make it 5. That is really bad. I did not know siphon was going to be that bad. Once I've selected it, I cannot change. This is probably going to hurt a lot. Oh, okay. That actually wasn't too bad, right? These don't mean anything. This can get reset. This star I can technically put over here because any die can go there. And all I have is the heart. If I spend a boost, what am I hoping for? That it's a star, morale. As long as it's not heart or time. It's a star. So I can deal with that. That gets my star back in line with everything else. Okay, wow, I survived that challenge. That was pretty bad here. You don't really know what you're doing, it shows, but your instincts lead you to reach into the gateway and tug the diaphanous membrane into your mind. When you do, all goes black. You wake up on the moss with a throbbing headache, but also a newfound potential. Lose 1 health. Gain lesson 1428 and gain 1 boost. Ooh. Lose 1 health, gain 1428. Lesson 1428. And 1 boost. So anytime you gain a boost, it's on your character. The only time you get boosts on cards is from the card effect itself or some other effect. We'll say place it on something in this grid. But the general term of gain a boost is for your character. So let's see, if I take any type of purple action or a learn action, it has to be a learn action, and I get a morale, I can gain spell 1369. Level 5 spirit magic. Learn an expert spell. Tapping into mana requires risk and sacrifice. Lose 1 morale. You may lose this card. Okay. So basically, I can take a learn action. I can spend any number of look tokens that I have available in hopes of getting a star. So let's put this at the bottom. I'm not really planning to pursue that right now since I don't have any purple token. And I gained my boost and I lost to 1 health. Okay. So this was 106. Gain lesson and gain 1 boost. So enter is always available. So I think that means next time I come back, I can enter. Doesn't mean I can take more than one action per turn. Always available. Some location action lists may have a note indicating that a specific action is always available. This action is available even if you previously performed it or another location action here. If another player previously visited the same location in this game, you may not perform a thematically contradictory location action. Okay. This action is available even if you previously performed it or another location action here, but it's still only one. Okay. All right, so I guess I'm going to go to, got a lot of blue. So the card art kind of guides you as well. So, looking to my left here, I obviously can't enter it, but I see some waterfalls in the background. So I could go north towards the waterfalls. I have a lot of blue to mitigate. I also want to get some stuff on my cards here. So we're going to go to the Depart storybook because it's an asterisk. And so it's 106, Depart. It is S sector or region. 3, trailblaze south through the thicket. Oh, that's not right. I'm going north. 106 north. 4, climb north up the wet cliff. It's going to cost me 4. It's going to require 4 challenge dice, which is just fine. Handle that. Look at that. So these I could put back. This I could reset or discard. I want to get these cubes on here. The heart I can also put over here. So let's put the heart here. I gain nothing for that. And I'm going to put these 2 reset ones here. So I get 2 cubes, 1 on each. Remember, I can always spend 2 cubes to get a blue token, but I've got 3 of them. If I spend 2 cubes here, gain blue or gain your first personal objective. I could gain a personal objective right now. But first, let's finish this action of departing. The stone surface is slippery, but you make it to the top of the waterfall. Go to 111. Right? The remains of a broken glass orb are entangled in the shoreline shrubbery, preventing the river from carrying it over the waterfall to the south. Okay, I've got a couple directions. I can go west to 110, north to 116, east or south to unknown. My actions are wander, inspect, inspire, craft, forage, or shatter. The remains of a broken glass orb are entangled in the shoreline shrubbery, preventing the river from carrying it over the waterfall. Okay, it's not preventing the water from moving. It's just being entangled is preventing it from going over. So see, this is an inspect. This is a learn spell. So even if I get roll purples here, I can't place those dice here. What do I want to do? Do I just want to wander, say the path of blue? I need to get some other stuff. I know if I do have a red spot, I could try to shatter it. Yeah, let's just try some different stuff here. And again, I want to put one more die on here. Or cube. I could also just get my first, let me get my first personal objective, because actually, let me wait till I clear stuff on here first. My first personal objective is probably tied to blue, and if I've got to roll something for it, may not have to. Okay, so Let's take a shatter action at 111. Two shatter, or two challenge I shatter what remains of the orb. All right. Oh, and it's only two, so I'm not even going to reset. Before I do this, but that's okay. I think that's okay. E, so that's fine. The heart I don't want to lose, so let me spend boost to reroll the heart. Need a time. That's not a time. That's my morale. Let's spend another one. And I got the time. That'll go here. Oh, I don't get a cube for that. So I'm gonna get a cube for the first two. Oh, and then this goes back up here, so my pool won't reset yet. We are at 111. Shadow what remains of the orb. The orb has little structural integrity after being broken, and you easily break off some useful pieces. Gain item 1194. 114. Right, this is what we're looking at. Item resource. If I was able to sell it somewhere, I'd get 1 coin for it. Sand and glass. 2. Craft into a more advanced item. Replace this with a glass trinket. Just 1091. Okay, let's put this down here. I could do a 2 craft on that, no problem. And it's got this symbol in the top left corner. That's like a specific alien or type of action. Usually like an alien or something. Native to the planet. So that one's kind of useless right now. I'm looking to see if the location had that symbol on it, but it does not. So that was the shatter. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my personal objective. 1609 by spending 2 of these. And I don't know what personal objectives are. There's destinies and missions that help you win, right? Oh, it is. Oh, I read that right. 1609. Goal objective. Not a destiny. Enter an underground location. If you enter or are currently inside a cave, read 1609 in the Book of Secrets. No. If you enter or are currently inside a cave. So I was inside one, but I don't think that counts because that was prior to getting this card. Put this off to the side here because it's not a destiny. Read 1609 in the Book of Secrets. Okay. Well, what do we want to do now? I think I want to craft this into a more useful item because whatever that icon is not helping me right now. And I want to reset my dice. So it's a 2 craft. I only got 1 die left, so everything else will get reset. And I will roll 2 dice for a help action. I've got nothing to mitigate that. Do I really want to do that? I mean, I have to start branching out to other colors. I've got no reroll. Let me not do that. But I know I had 1 die left. I'm not going to reset like everything. My board was full and I just had 1 die there. So let's just go. Yeah, I've got some trees to the west. It just came from the south. I can keep going north, or I can follow the water to the east. Let's follow the water to the east. The depart action for 111. 111 east 3, trailblaze, east through the brush. That's the 3. Now everything resets. Roll 3 dice. Yikes. So I got 2 hearts and a morale. I cannot mitigate any of them because I don't have boost cubes. But I know I can put the star here. I can put the heart over here. And I'll put this free heart right over here on my character so I can get a boost. And hopefully re-roll something next. Alright. That's 111 east. You are remarkably successful at telling yourself not to worry about whatever broke that orb. Go to 112. What's on the reverse side? Nope. All right, 112. Oh, an animal that appears almost more flora than fauna drinks water from the stream that spills over a waterfall at your back. That is one weird looking thing. So every direction except east is unknown. East is 113. So I could chase whatever that creature is. I can observe it. I can coax it. I can feed it. I can catch it, or I can hunt it. I got plenty of blue, so I think I'm going to chase it. It's not the same. See the symbol? It's not the same as what I got here. But if he looks green, so if I can get him, maybe I'll get a green and then I can craft and have some mitigation for the green. Let's go ahead and chase him. 112. Two, chase away the animal. If the animal is no longer an obstacle, reduce this cost to 1. I can just chase it away. I didn't know it was going to be chasing it away. I thought I was going to be running, at it. But I'm going to spend one of these, mitigate 1 die, and I'll just roll the 1. I only have 1 place mitigate it, and I will do just that. The animal, a blur of spindly appendages, skitters awkwardly into the forest to the east. With them out of the way, you can clearly see the massive cliff looming to the north. It'll probably be easier to head west through the forest. Gain 1 move and continue. Get that move back, and continue means I can take another action there. Now the creature's not there anymore, so it's not like I can do any of the other things there. Right, there's nothing to observe, there's nothing to coax, feed, catch, or hunt, right? I could have tried the hunt because I had a red, but it could have been a high cost hunt. Because 112 also said if the animal is no longer an obstacle, reduce this cost. I guess we're gonna go east. Go east. I don't have any blue left. Not great. I'm just gonna spend 1. I'm gonna move east to 113. First time in a while that I've voluntarily gone to a location, known direction. Oh, 113. Yeah. All right. The waterfall sprays mist onto a huge lotus. I can enter, I can smell, I can ask, I can brew, I can consume, pluck. I could pluck that flower. I probably want to brew something there. Go ahead and brew 113. Green book. Maybe I can get some green out of it. 113. Brew is 5. Brew a mild tincture from the lotus roots. Wow, a challenge of 5. That is not good. I have no green to mitigate. Oh, wow. These I can keep. This is a heart. I'm already down on heart, so let me spend this boost to reroll the heart. And there we go. So 2 don't do anything, 3 get reset. That is 113. You grind the roots into a pulp with makeshift equivalents of a mortar and pestle, plus a hearty wad of saliva, resulting in a sparkling substance. Gain item 867. I don't know if I consider that sparkling substance. 867. What is this? When placed, gain boost on this card, and your character gains boost and health. Oh, thank goodness. Item magic spore can do a yellow and 1 boost cube, 1 challenge, yellow challenge to consume. A taste of the sparkling, swirling air inside the tiny jar. Replace this with item 1103. So let's stick this here. So when placed, gain cube on this card. Boost cube on the character. 1 health. Nice. I knew by consuming something it would be good. I still didn't get a green though. Just kind of, I may just have to craft and hope that's a green. Remember, I'm looking for a sentient. At least 1 sentient plus 1 per player. In grids or reserves, so I need 2 sentients. So I just want to do this consume. Yeah, let's do this consume. It's just going to cost me 1 of these and a challenge die for yellow. Oh, heart. And that boost I just got. Yeah, there we go. Replace this with item 1103. Where are you? All right, and this one's A67. I'll just go ahead and put it back. All right, now we've got this guy. When placed, gain that on each card in this column, and your character gains a boost cube. You cannot reserve this. A taste of the sparkling, swirling air inside the tiny jar. Replace this with 1104. Okay. Fortunately, only the katana. If I can put it up here. I don't know if replace means in the same spot. I think that's probably what it means. Here we go. Whenever you are instructed to replace or lose a card in your grid, refresh any dice on it and return any boosts on it to the general supply. Return lost cards to the box. You must always have your character card in your grid. Okay, so there's actually, it doesn't say you have to do that. So I'll put it up on top. I gain 1 on the jar, and then I gain my boost back. I guess I could continue consuming it, but I'm going to wait. I think I really need to do this craft. Let's do craft 2 in green. Do the sand and glass. Oh, there's time. This one negates or is nothing. So let's spend a boost. There we go. So nothing all around. It says replace with 1091. Whoa. Pretty cool looking thing there. Item accessory worth 2 gold. Whatever that symbol is, plus a engage action at the time. If I get 3 boost cubes on there, I can gain morale back. I can craft into advanced item. Replace this with glass arrows. Wow. There's also 3 green. So let's put this here. So it would have been good to have done, oh, it says replace. It would have been good to have done that earlier because then this jar would have put a cube on there. I'm just going to put these to the side instead of putting them away. So that was a consume action on that location. So now, still feeling confident, I can go enter it. Feeling confident with my blue, so let's enter. Do a depart action for 113. So again, for normal moves, you would just roll 1 challenge die or spend a blue token, but for departs, this is special. So 113 north, 5. Climb north up to the slippery cliff. Costs the challenge of 5. So that's going to clear all of this. I'll just go ahead and grab those dice. And then these are going to go up here. Challenge of 5. I've got 5 spots. I feel like I'm actually good to do that without using my blue tokens. And I'll fill some of this stuff up. All right. So these would go back. I've got 2 times and a heart. Well, that's not good. And I can't spend these after the fact, right? So the heart can go here. The time, unfortunately, is for red action. I can still put 1 here and 1 here. Gain 2 cubes. 1 on each. And now, since I gained my personal objective, if you enter or are currently inside a cave, I didn't enter a cave. I left the cave. I know I can go back to it. But I'm not going to try to climb down that waterfall, right? But now, basically, this card is good for gaining move tokens. So I should be using that more often now. And these just get reset. Means I'm not going to be able to clear this for a while. So 113 north. At the top of the cliff, you're greeted by a view of the surrounding area. View page 41 in the book of Vantages and gain 2 boosts. Then go to 118. First, book of Vantages. Now remember, big spoilers, guys. So if you're watching and you want to skip, I can't tell you how far ahead to skip because I don't know. But view page 41. At least do this. Or I'll view page 41. Well, I guess some folks are going to. Doesn't really tell you a whole lot. But the artwork kind of tells you where you are. So can't say I know where this waterfall is. But I definitely want to keep going north. There are some cool things up to the north. We're gonna check it out together. That's 113. Gain 2 boost. Again, that goes on my character. Now I'm up to 3 on my character. I can spend 1 to reroll, or I can spend 2 to gain a blue. No need to do that because I have my weapon. I can spend it there. And then it says, then go to 118. Look at that. An animal in flight attempts to zip past you, and you almost lose your balance on the edge of the steep cliff in the south. I can follow it, I can yield, I can coax it, feed it, grab it, or target it. I do have an engage option to coax it. That's only 1, but I have 3 boost cubes now to mitigate stuff. And again, if I can get 3 on this accessory, this glass trinket, get some morale. I don't think I can follow it. Let's try to coax it. I'd almost want to feed it. I don't have any green, any way to mitigate green, but I got 3 boost cubes now. Or I can try to grab onto it. It's flying. I'm pretty sure that grab will be very, very bad. Oh man, this is a tough. Oh, I just want to. Last trinket. Oh, and it's not the same creature type. I won't even get a bonus on that one. I should wait for that creature type to come up. We gotta do something other than the move actions. I'm not gonna try to grab it. Let's try to coax it. I need to get some other colors. Maybe he'll come to me and join me or whatever. Or I'll just piss it off. 118. 118. 5. Coax the animal over to you. Challenge of 5. Yikes. Yikes. And I can only mitigate 1. I still have morale over here I can mitigate. Okay. There's that. That's good. Oh, those are all good. But the 1 heart. Nowhere to put it, so let's spend a boost. See if we can get time. Oh, that works too. So 3 of those go there, 2 go back there. I didn't get anything on my glass trinket. So 118. In its haste, the animal almost ignores you, but something in your tone convinces it to trust you instead. Gain animal 804. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's actually like the second card. Okay. Wow. Animal wild. What he looks like. Looks like if I take a look action, again, I can put a boost cube on him. If I sold him, he'd be worth 4 coin. And if I spend 2 boost cubes on him, the animal is now loyal to you. Replace it with animal 805. All right, so let's put him up here. I need to take look actions, purple actions, or find some other way to get tokens on there, boost cubes on there. All right, so I was able to coax it over, and it's following me now. All right, so north is still dangerous. I don't have any blue. Well, I got 2 blue tokens, so I may be able to use those. Because the west looks like a wall. I wanted to go north. There's like 3 beams of light in the north there. See those 3 beams of light? Unless that's saying that's what's east. Pretty sure that's north. Let's go north. Then when I looked in the book of Vantages, saw some cool stuff. So 118 north. 3. Wade north against the current. So the number I'm reading is the number of challenge dice. So that is 3. I spend one of these and go down to actually spend 2 of them. I have my saber to get more, so I need to start just using these. And I just have to roll 1 die. All right, and it's morale. And there's one place I can put morale. There it is. So 118 north. Leaving the animal's territory, the beams of light piercing the sky catch your attention. Go to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, what I'm talking about. I want to go see what those lights are. Oh, look at that. A set of ancient stones juts out of the shallow water close to 3 far more advanced obelisks. I've got a couple directions to go in. I can also take some actions. Wander, study, commune, upgrade, hack, leave. I kind of want to study. See if I can get some things on my wild animal here. Yeah, any die I place on there will put a boost cube. I don't know what I'd be upgrading. That's really risky. I mean, I've got 2 boost cubes. Let's study it first. I've not taken many purple action. You can tell because I don't even know where the purple book is. There it is. 123. One, study the lore stones. Only costs 1. Which is perfect for my hovertail. Oh, I'm going to put it here anyways. Gain a boost cube on it. All right. You feel a surge of wisdom as you study the stone and the rune etched into it. For a brief moment, you see a vision from the past. This neutral area of the world was set aside to invite civilizations beyond the world to visit. Gain 1 boost. That's it? I didn't get anything out of that study. All right, I guess we're going to the obelisks. It's going to take us in completely different numbers. We've been in the hundreds for a little bit here. Now it's going to go to 484. So we got to roll for a move because we're out of blue tokens. Actually, I'm going to spend 2 on this saber, gain a blue, and then spend that blue to move. And we're going to go to 484. A colossal structure serves as a hub for several towers on the nearby island. Okay, so I can go north, not know where I'm going, and there's also some directions left, west and east. I could scale, study, transmit, craft, hack, or stun. Transmit. It might not be a bad one. Wondering if I should consume this bottle now. Let me consume this spore. Toss one of these in one die of the yellow variety. Heart. Cannot mitigate. Oh yeah, I can spend a boost to reroll it. Yeah, let me spend at least one. I don't think I have much hope of doing anything else. Okay. That works. All right. Replace this with 1104. Not really going to put these away unless it's like right in front. Swap them out pretty easily. This is 1104. When placed, gain one on this card, on each card in this row, and lose time. Ooh. I can consume this, replace it with something else. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to put it here. I mean, I could put it here and get one back on my captain and then the saber. When placed, gain one on each card in this row. But I have no problem getting them on there. So I'm going to drop it up here. One goes on this card, and then one goes on my hover tail. I could have put it down here, but there's only one card, the glass trinket. And I lose time. And now I'm going to replace this animal, now loyal to me, with 805. All right. So same look action to give me a boost cube. Now it has a green one, but it's specifically for aid. I can't use it for other green actions. 3 boost cubes when placed, gain one. I can spend one to scout. View either one adjacent listed location or the costs to move to all adjacent unlisted locations. Oh, so I can spend a boost cube off of it to see what some of these asterisk locations are. That is nice. That is very nice. Let's put one cube on there. You either one adjacent listed location or the cost to move to all. I can look at their cost ahead of time, see which one's ridiculous, right? All right, so lose track of what I was doing. I don't think I did anything. Yeah, I didn't take any of the actions. Take the bottle action first. Okay. Make sure that was the study, right? 484. No, I don't remember going to 484. No. I've got a green aid. That's a craft. I think I wanted to transmit. Let's do a transmit. Should reset my dice to my cubes, or my dice, my challenge. Transmit 484. Six challenge dice for transmit a signal to your home world. I gotta stop choosing these options that are like that I don't have skills for because they tend to be really high. How do I've got 2 boost cubes, okay, and then I can put one on here. Please don't kill me. Okay, that's not that bad. These I'm not worried about. Oh, the time one I can put here. I'll just put it to the side here. This I could technically put here. Then I just have one for morale. I'm like, okay, losing a little bit of morale. Let's spend at least one boost cube. Oh, I gotta spend another one. I mean, heart's the same as morale. Oh, but I have a way to bring morale back. Okay, well, I get a move because I rolled the same thing again. And I still lose the heart. That goes there, those go there, that goes in there. I'm gonna go here and put a cube on there. That is unfortunate, but that's still better than what it could have been for a 6 challenge. A transmit 484. The early days of basic training finally prove useful as you apply the fundamentals of radio signals to the tower. You tap into the tower system to send a quick burst that your homeworld should recognize if anyone's listening. Your rescuers will need to triangulate the signal to find you, but this is a good start. Gain Destiny 1598 if you do not already have it. Either way, add one signal token to that Destiny. Gain Destiny 1598. All right. Here's our first Destiny. Triangulate a rescue signal. Transmit signals from 3 different towers. Keep track with tokens here. If you do, you may complete the Destiny by reading 1598 in the Book of Secrets. Okay. You can have multiple Destinies. So we'll put that there. And we already get one on it. So we're off to the races there. And let's go ahead and spend one on our hovertail. View either one adjacent, I'm not going to do it. I have plenty of dice to roll for the blue. So we're just going to go north. 484, depart. .484, depart north. 2, wade north toward an odd rock formation. Only costs me 2 challenge dice. Morale and a re-roll or reset. The morale we'll put here, I guess. Gain a boost cube. I'm debating whether I just want to go ahead and slot this one. I think I will. Gain one on the saber so I can get more tokens, more move tokens. So that is 484 north. Whether it was some kind of natural mirage or sentient made deception, you realize as you approach that rock formation is hiding a precious secret. Go to 153. Back to the hundreds. Whoa. Now that looks cool. On a deserted island, a gleaming yellow amulet rotates slowly in midair. Oh, I want to extract that so bad because it has sneak, prepare, sync, honor, extract, raid. Oh, I want to extract that so bad. I'm going to do it. I'm going to extract it. So maybe there was use for the yellows. 153. What else could I do? Sneak? I'd be sneaking around. No, we're going to extract it. 153. It's gonna be like 6, watch. Totally worth it. Or extract the amulet. That's not that bad. And it resets my dice. I didn't have 4 in there. Just get, superstitious, somewhat fresh reroll of dice. I've got absolutely no yellow down here to mitigate, but I've got that one that'll help mitigate one die. And it's got to be a morale one too. Yikes. So these 2, and then I got 2 time. So I got to spend 1 boost. Reroll 1 of the times. All right. That could have been worse. So I lose a time. So it took me a little bit of time to get this amulet. You're in full parkour mode as you nimbly yet quietly spring onto the island and snatch the amulet. Gain item 1176. Let's go in order here. There's a couple things here. 1176. Oh. Look at that. Totally worth it. So now when I do yellows, I can put 1 of each there, basically. Time, health, morale. Item, crystal, yellow. Refine into a ring. Reduce the cost by 1 per cube paid. Replace this with 990, but it's a green, costs 9. If you actually put all the cubes on there and you reduce it, then it's 6. That is a tough one. We'll put the amulet here in front of us. All right, so 153. Then it says, the 6 large birds nearby shriek and attack in formation. Roll 4 skill dice and gain all overpower results. Lose 1 health unless you pay 1 overpower. What? That's probably going to kill me. I only have 1 way. No, this doesn't even mitigate. I have to get overpower results. It's 1 in 6. The birds are going to kill me. These aren't challenge dice, so I can't re-roll them. So it says lose 1 health unless you pay 1 overpower. So I only need to roll 1 overpower and it's only 1 health. For some reason I thought it was per die. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, sure that's not that bad as I thought it was. So I need at least 1 red. Got it. Oh, I totally misread that. I was like, 4? I have to get 4? No, it's just lose 1 health unless you pay 1 overpower, and I did. Man, I thought those birds were just going to murk me. All right. I got it. I extracted it. I remember back in the book of Vantages. Do I want to go north? Oh, I've moved quite far away now from where I was. I see some water to the west. It's an island. I've been having fun just randomly going north. Let's keep it up. 153 north. First, let me look and see, is there anything I can do here? Oh, I can do the spore thing now. Now that I have yellow. Anything else require yellow? No. So let me consume this cube. Roll 1 die to consume this spore. All right. No loss there. Replace with 1105. They all kind of just look the same. They kind of give you slightly different benefits. When placed, gain boost cube on this card and on each adjacent card, then lose 1 time and 1 morale. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop consuming those. Yeah, I'm not It's like consume to gain something else. No, we're not gonna do that. For each adjacent card. I can get a boost on myself and kind of start working on this amulet. Do I need sentience? All right, let's put this here. So I can get 1 cube here, 1 cube on it, and a boost. I gotta stop using that thing. And I lose 1 time and 1 morale. I'm 1 time away from losing. I have no sentience, and I've only transmitted from 1 tower. So, based on where I am, 153, I'm gonna go south. See if I can get to a cave, do this goal objective. So, depart 153. South, 153 south. 2, wade south toward the towers. So that's going to cost me 2. Go ahead and roll 2. Okay, that one's nothing. This one. I'll put on her. And gain a boost. So 153 south. You think you'll get more help from science than magic. Go to 484. Where I just came from? Oh, so let me not go south. Yeah, because I just came from there. I thought about that. It's sitting right there looking at me. Let's roll that back. I'm gonna go west. I'm just gonna roll one of these for the move. Okay. Actually, those 2. So yeah, we'll just put 1 there and 1 there. Go to 152, which is on the back of this. Yep. There we go. We got our bearings now. A rocky island is covered with exotic flora. Okay, I can wander, I can smell, I can whisper, I can craft, I can consume, I can pluck. Ooh, I can consume now. Maybe I'll get some time back. Time just seems really hard to get back. Consume 152. $152. 3, consume a petal. Okay. Again, I've got 3 spots here, so no matter what I get, I'm not worried about it. All right, I got 2 of these that give me nothing, but oh, these have to be hearts. These have to be very specific symbols. So we'll at least get 1 boost cube here. And we'll read 152. As you chew the crisp leaf, you feel your fingers and feet grip your surroundings in a remarkable way. You may continue with a move action. If you do, before you roll, choose the type of result to ignore. Otherwise, gain 1 boost. Ooh, so I can wander basically. Yeah, let's do that. Choose the type to ignore. Let's ignore time. So now we're going to wander 152, ignoring time. To wander around the island. I guess I might as well reset. I got a lot of dashes this time around. It requires 2, so I'm going to get all these back. Oh, a heart and a star. So let's put the heart over here. Actually, let's put the heart Yeah, because we got the heart. I want to save that for when we don't have a choice. Which now, because I can save this for any other action. So let's put this here. Gain a cube over here so I can spend it to gain that. Let's go 152. The lush vegetation on the tiny island is beautiful from a distance, but up close the floor are barbed with sharp spikes. Plucking them could be dangerous. Gain 1 boost and continue. So I chose well on that because I still get a boost for my character. And continue means I could choose another action. Well, now I know not to pluck. I might lose a health. Let's say about the smell. That might have been the previous card. I think I'm just going to consume again. Wait, that's what I just did, actually. I said you can take a move action, and the move one says I could take another. I also don't have to take an action. I can just leave. Are there any other actions? I can do a research action. Try to help me figure out where to go for this triangulate. But I think I know that I need to keep going west. I want to whisper. Oh, I don't think I'm going to try to really get this glass trinket. Wish I had more purple tokens to learn magic. Okay, let us keep going west. Go west to 151. Just roll one of these. There's a heart. Put it here. Gain a boost. And we're going to go to 151. At some point, I'll forget what cards I have out there. 151. Whatever that is. A large rune adorns the natural stone arch. To the south, a city on an island burns to ashes. I could climb it, which is probably what I'm going to do. I can focus, commune, relax, bathe, or fish. Ooh, bathe. Oh, do I want to bathe or do I want to climb it? Because the bathe can get me closer to getting. There's still 6 green to get this amulet. And chances of me not rolling a time are slim. But I have 4 boosts. Or do I just climb it? I've been climbing a lot. Pretty sure there's going to be other opportunities to get this amulet. So let's climb. I'm not sure what to do. Do I climb or do I bathe? Climb or bathe, climb or bathe. Oh, I only have 1 blue spot left. It's not even blue, it's kind of everything. So let's bathe. 151 bathe. I feel like bathing is going to be more dangerous than having climbed. Oh, it's just 1. Okay. Nothing. Means I can't put it down here. Bathe in the calm, clear water. The water feels great as it flows over you, washing off the grime. Gain 1 health. 1 at time. I mean, you can't gain time back unless you use some kind of a tech. All right, so I'm going to keep going west. Let's go ahead and spend this token. Move freely. That's 150, which is on the back. With the heat of the volcano at your back, a small animal flutters before you, a combination of flames and wings keeping it in the air. Okay, I could chase it, I could observe it, I can coax it, I can feed it, I can catch it, or I can hunt it. I think I'm going to catch it. I've got this amulet. I think it's going to help me out. 50. Oh, the 1. See, now that I'm prepared for it, they just cost like 1. There's a star. Do that and get our 3rd boost cube on here. All right, well, I caught it. Catch the animal. The winged beast evades you until a lucky grab snatches them out of the air. Roll 2 skill dice and gain all overpower results. Suffer 1 heat damage unless you pay 1 overpower. I don't know what heat damage is. I think it's just damage. No, I think heat is like 2 things. Okay, instructs you to suffer 1 heat, cold, or hypoxia damage. Hypoxia damage. Lose your choice of either 1 health or both 1 time and 1 morale. All right. So basically, this is saying suffer heat damage if I don't pay an overpower, but I only get 2 dice this time. But I just gained a health, so it's not really a big loss. Yeah, I did not get overpower, so there's the health. And it says gain animal 814. No idea what's going on in my life right now. I'm running out of time. I'm trying. Ooh, I got a green. That's going to help me with this amulet. Running out of time. My morale's okay. My health is okay. Got a couple of objectives, missions, destinies, whatever they're called. Not quite close to either of them. Lava fly. The animal is now loyal to you. Replace this with animal 815. Okay. Let's put him in the middle. I can do a green. I can put a green on there. I think we're going to try to upgrade this, refine this into a ring. Reduce the cost by 1 per cube paid. So let's pay 3. Now it's a cost of 6. Just going to reset our dice because we only have 5 in there. Okay. We can only really mitigate 2 dice. I've got 4 opportunities to reroll. Come on. Okay. So these 2 are there. This is going to get reset. Now I've got these 3. Which is not great. Definitely put 1 on there. And 1 would have had to have been morale. So let's put this aside. Let's spend a boost cube. Reroll this time 1. It's a health. Let's spend another. The health. If I gain a blue move. Shoot. Spend another. Let's roll a different die. Okay, that was good. Let's spend our last 1. Doesn't matter which one. Well, I know this one has not been rolling well, so let's do this. Oh man, I'm glad I chose that die. And I can put this one up here. Gain a cube on our lava fly. This gets reset up here. and replace with item 990. Woohoo! Look at that ring. Didn't look as many spaces as the other one, though, unfortunately. So you can put any yellow on there, which is, I guess, is better than the other one because it was like 3 specific ones. Or I can put a reset on there, or I have to put it, if I choose to put one on there, it has to be a reset. When placed, I gain a cube. Ring of Possession. I can spend 2. A player reduces the cost of a take action to 0. That would be worth it. And it starts with one on there. Okay. Nice. We got a new ally. We turn that amulet into a ring. Still short on time. So that was the catch. I feel like I gotta go south. I gotta get to like a cave of some kind. Or if I fill my grid, then I can do another mission. So let's just go west. And I know I can have my hovertail check it out, but I've got all my dice available, or my dice slots available for movement. I'm not going to bother with that. 150 west. 150 west. Swim west toward a cove. Costs 3. That's what I need. I mean, cove is not a cave, but hopefully there's a cave there. Oh, all 3 symbols. I've got no boost cubes. So guess what? This heart's going to go here. And then these 2 will go here and here. I will gain 2 cubes. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to gain a blue. Because why not? No benefit to keeping it on there. So 150 west. You splash through the warm water, go to 416. Okay. A hidden cove reveals several treasure chests. Some look empty, but the largest is locked and heavy. Push, examine, pick, craft, dismantle, force. There is a dismantle. That's a take action. I can get whatever's in there. But I need to have 2 cubes on my ring. I'm looking on my person and stuff. Is there any other take action I can take? Other than this bottle. If I do the bottle, I'll definitely get something to do the ring. But the bottle's been hurting me more and more. If I could play reduce the cost of a take action to 0. Man. There's no other way for me to get a yellow. There is not. Do I just try to dismantle it anyways? I think so. I've got 1, 2, 3 spots to mitigate it. I'm going for the treasure. Locked and heavy. That's going to be like a 6. I know it. 416. A 4. Dismantle the chest. Cost of 4. Oh, and I get the reset. Which doesn't exactly buy me an extra space, but... Okay, these 2 are good. These 2 are not good. Well, yeah, I can put this one here, and I can put the time here and get the cube I need here for the next take action. That's the highest level for that ring. I'll just continue to use it. 416. Despite the solid construction of the chest, some of the wood has warped from exposure to the elements. Soon you've dismantled enough of the chest's exterior to reach inside. Roll 4 skill dice. You may re-roll each die once. If you have at least 3 of a kind, gain item 1193. Instead, if you have at least 1 pair, gain item 1162. Otherwise, gain $4. Roll 4 skill dice. I'm looking for 3 of a kind. I can't do anything about these dice. I got 2 of a kind. I can roll each die, re-roll each die once. Might as well just roll these together. Now I might as well re-roll these 2. Nope. I got a 2 of a kind. So it's probably a lesser item. 416. 1162. Okay. That is pure Citrian. An item, it's a crystal. If I do a green action of fine, I can refine into a gem. Replace it. Okay. So with that, I have 9. It says, first time a player has a full grid, gain Destiny 1705. Da, da, da. 1705. Whenever a player ends their turn, they may add 1 token here. If they do, they gain 1 cube on their character. The game ends if there are 6 tokens here. Read 1705 in the Book of Secrets, the Destiny. I'm going to put it like here. Whenever a player ends their turn, they may add 1 token here. If they do, they gain 1 on their character. Okay. Yeah, I am going to look at bringing, my Destiny to an end here. Because I've only got 1 time left from failing completely. So what am I doing? I did the dismantle. That technically ends my turn. I'll put 1 here, and I gain 1 on my character. Survive until help arrives. Okay. I just got to survive 5 more turns. So where are we here? If I go west, how did I get here? I guess I'm going to go down. Remember, we're trying to get into a cave. Maybe I already, yeah, I'm going to go down. So 416, depart. Uh, 416 south. Trek south along the shoreline. 3. That is not getting me down to a cave. Okay. There's that. Got a star and a heart. The heart can go here. And the star. We've got plenty of move tokens, so let's go here and add 1 to my character. So 416 south. As you move south, more levitating stones appear. Go to 415. 416. Backside of that. 415. Maybe one that's already down. Not. Ooh, levitating stones. The artwork in this is just gorgeous. The hairs on your arms rise slightly due to some combination of a gravitational anomaly and the powerful device hovering before you. Let's see, so I can push, I can focus, I can activate, broadcast, hack, or pluck. Let's see if hack is big enough. Oh, broadcast. Not a tower. Transmit signals. Not a transmit, it's a broadcast. I'm gonna try it anyways, because now I've got a green up here. Oh, that's really it. That is really it. Again, if I get time, there's no way to mitigate that. Or I could try to hack it. Oh yeah, the player reduces the cost of a take action to 0. Let's just try it. I usually know what the cost is. Let's hack this thing. 415. We'll see what the cost is. I think you have to... Yeah, because you have to know how many you can spend. 415. 7. Hack the device. Yeah. Let's do this. And basically reduce the cost to take the action to 0. Wow, ring of possession. Yeah. Yeah, because take is a general action, so. What are we on? 415. The Runecaster's internals are a complex and nearly impenetrable array of machinery, but you are able to pair it to your Og suit. Gain item 1028 and 2 boosts. 1028. Blue Runecaster. So I cannot reserve this bottle. I don't know that I care for this crystal. Or I can get rid of the spell. Let's get rid of the spell. Anyways, first, show you guys what this is. This is what it looks like. Looks like I can put a blue there. If I take any blue action, I can put one there, and that's it. It didn't exactly get me anything that I cared about. Now, so on my main character, I have this little plus sign, which means I can reserve one card. I don't have any other options to do that, so I'm going to reserve this one card. And if I have to reserve another one, I think I can just discard one. But I never learned the spell. I learned a spell, not learned to spell. All right, so that takes care of that. So that ends my turn. One more on here. And one more on our character. So now I'm going to keep going south. I need to get into a cave of some kind. So 415, depart. Am I afraid of the blues yet? Got 2 things to do it. 415 south. 4. Trek south toward an old tower. That's what I needed to do. Actually, if it's 4, I should just take it because then it'll reset my dice. Just take the 4. If I take any less than that, then it won't reset my dice. Okay, I'm somewhat safe with the blues. And I've got one down here too, this Runecaster, so I'll discard that one. I don't want this one to reset. I've got a heart and a, so let's put the heart over here. Let's put the time over here. I can gain another here. Let's put the reset here. Just doesn't give me anything, but it's just another place to move. That was 415 departs south. The peculiar shoreline is rocky but charming. Go to 414. On the reverse side, yes it is. Maybe I can transmit. I'd have to scale it. So scale, search, hire, repair, loot, fish. A dilapidated tower has withstood the test of time along the shore. So yeah, let's scale it. I've got blue I can spend. 414 scale. Oh wait, maybe I should repair it first. Let's repair. 414 repair. We got plenty of mitigation now. 7, repair the old building. Oh, I thought I was repairing the tower. The structure is solid, but it needs a lot of work to. Oh, reading that. 7. Well, here's 6. I'm gonna reset these. Oh my goodness, 7? I don't think I can re-roll enough dice. This is bad. Bad. Oh, that is the worst. Look at that. Look at that. I honestly thought I was repairing the tower, not the building. So I should hang on to these 3 because I will survive. And I should slowly start re-rolling these. So let's spend 1 boost, re-roll the first one. Let's put it off to the side here so I don't hit it. Okay, that's good. Spend another boost, re-roll another. Okay, not great. Spend a boost, re-roll another. Oops. A heart. Also not great. Let's spend our last boost. I gotta re-roll a heart. Let's see, I can put this here. I can end up putting one of these here. It's a heart. Can I put anything anywhere else? I cannot. So I'm going to lose 1 morale and 1 2 hearts. Jeez. Fixing an old building. 414. The structure is solid, but it needs a lot of work to regain its former glory. Gain structure 1286. I just have to survive a few more turns. Like, why am I taking risks? I honestly thought I was going to repair the tower so I could transmit. And now I can't scale it. When placed, gain 1. Use this structure only while you're on its location of origin, which is where I am now. Hunting tower. Structure agriculture. The horizontal ones don't go in your grid. Actually, I should have done this. When placed, I gain a cube on it. I don't know what the cubes do. I can scale now. I can scan, sell, heal, gather targets. So I might as well just scale it. Maybe it'll say if you repaired it, it can transmit. There's no transmit on there. Sell. I can sell the tower. Heal, gather target. Let's scale it. Oh, so I think, am I scaling 1286? I think I am. Scale the tower. 4. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, Yeah, because it'll reset my dice and I got plenty of space for it. Technically, that ended my turn. Right, when I take an action. This is a bonus action. Yeah, I think it's still part of the same turn. Wow, it is really trying to get me now. I got a lot of like dashes earlier, negations, and now it's just really throwing everything at me, and I have no boost. So I've got to put one here. I gain a boost. Got to put one here. Gain a boost token there. One's going to go here, and one goes here. Man. This was 1286. You scale the tower and are rewarded with a vast view of the surrounding area. Gain 2 boosts on your character. Then find the region where your tower is located. See the Look storybook. And use page 2 of the Book of Vantages to determine the page where your view is portrayed. View the resulting page. Okay, then find the region where your tower is located. See the Look storybook. Oh, I see. So I'll use purple for 1286. This is some complex navigation. I don't know how they designed this. Regions A through P, guess is what it is. This was 1286. And use page 2 of the Book of Vanishes to determine the page where your view is. I have no idea. When instructed to pair your region with this chart, view the page of the Book of Vantages identified here. It said where your tower is located. So they're 414. That's where the tower is located. .414 is J. Okay, and J says page 40. I am somewhere in this mess. And I find there's that obelisk, that floating thing. And I've been going south. Oh, I am nowhere near a cave. I think I visited this tower over here before. So if I keep going south, I might hit another tower. Oh, there's the 3 lights. Or maybe I'm up here. Doesn't look quite like my tower. Like on a cliff. Oh, that is the cliff. I'm all the way over here. There's a bunch of rune stuff to the west. Or do I just keep going south? All right, I gotta go south. We're going south. Or I can just get rescued. So now seeing on my turn. Got 4 turns left and I'm not looking good. Gotta stop taking risks. Let's go south. 414. Wade south through the calm waters. It costs 4. I'm going to spend 2 of these, roll 2. I'm out of blue spots for the most part. All right, I got one of these, a star. I don't think I'm going to re-roll that. I'm going to put that there. I don't have another blue spot. Right. That's 414. Go south. The mist idly drifting over the water refreshes you. Go to 413. Backside. Oop. I feel like 413 is already out. I would be incorrect. Here's 413. A large lotus thrives among the seaside vegetation across the inlet. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 of these on my saber to get a blue. Need it, I have it. I can wander, I can smell, ask, brew, consume, pluck. Hey, that flower looks good. I may just consume. Consume shouldn't be that expensive, right? And I don't have any blues. I'm not going to have much luck with the other stuff. 413. 2, consume a lotus petal. Okay. Nothing to mitigate that, but I have 2 spots here. Okay. So we'll take care of that there. We'll put this here and get a moose cube. From our ring of possession. We'll do 413. Consume a lotus petal. The taste of the petal reminds you a bit of raw artichoke. Ew. Roll 3 skill dice. For each move, look, help result, gain 1 boost to morale, health, respectively. Ooh. For each engage, take, overpower result, lose 1 boost to morale, health, respectively. Lose 1 boost, morale, or health. Oh, so the only thing I can safely roll is the take. If I lose the health, I'm down. Actually, the only one I don't want to lose is the health, so I don't want a red. I got to roll 3 dice. I don't want a red. There's no mitigating these. Oh, he was all over the place. Ah, no red. Thank goodness. All right, let's look at this again. For each move, gain 1 boost. Not happy about that. Would have much preferred like the health or something. All right, yellow and green. For green, gain 1 health. Okay, that's good. And then yellow, lose a morale. That was dangerous. That was very dangerous. Man, ending our turn. One on us, one over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 on ourselves. Get a blue. And then we're going to keep going south. So 413 south. Yeah, because I consumed. I decided to consume there. 413 south. Trek south along a winding path. Costs 4. I'm going to go ahead and not spend my blue. Because I'm going to get all my dice back and I've got like 5 spots. 4 blue. 4. All right, that one goes there. This goes there. We're going to go ahead and just get a bunch of boost cubes. There and one there. Again, spend 2 to get a blue. So it's 413 south. You enjoy a long walk south along a riverside path. Go to 412. On the reverse side, yes it is. We're closer to a cave. The path splits, dividing into 2 options that stretch along either side of a narrow river. Okay. I can wander, focus, sink, share, pickpocket, or fish. Where would I be pickpocketing? I shouldn't do anything dangerous, right? I only have 1 slot for green. Is share. You can do a focus purple action. It'd be the same amount of mitigation as the green. Pickpocketing would give me 2 mitigation options. And that can prepare me for the next one where I get something for free, but that seems dangerous. Think we can mitigate the time. Let's try that. 412. Think 1. Think with the crewmate. Oh, but it has to be a time. Morale. Do I re-roll it or do I just stick it on there? Re-roll it. Maybe I can save that for another time, which I can deal with. Let's put it on here. Gain a cube. Our amulet, our trinket. So 412. You and another player may refresh all challenge dice from any one column in each of your grids. Till end of turn, you may place challenge dice on cards in that crewmate's grid. Continue. Okay. Let's go down this one and replace the 2 blues. May refresh all challenge dice from any one column. And continue, so I can pick something else. So now I guess I can just wander. Then I'm just going to wander until help comes. I mean, yeah. I can't do sync again. Fishing seems dangerous. Yes, fishing seems dangerous. Wander 412. I've only got like 2 turns. I'm close to death. So I don't want some shark to grab me. Wander around the area. Cost 1. Let's just spend this. The paths are well traveled, and you hope to find some loose change in the bushes nearby. You're in luck. Gain $3. Kind of wasteful, but at least you guys get to see the metal coins. Metal coins. Yeah, I got 3 coins. Not going to do anything for me on this journey. But I didn't die. I'm going to end my turn. Gain 1 more there. 1 more on my character. And this one says, the game ends if there are 6 tokens here. Read 1705 in the Book of Secrets. We're not there yet, but... All right. The path splits, dividing into 2 options that stretch along either side of a narrow river. Let me spend my 2 off my saber. Get another move, because we're just going to go south. 412 south. I could 100% take the safe route of west and east, but I'm going to go 412 south. Wade south down the river. Costs 3. We got plenty of blue to mitigate 3 dice. Look at that. Oh, good. I was going to say, no, I can't put it anywhere. Let's do that. 412. The gorge is too steep to walk along the sides, but fortunately the river is shallow. Go to 411. On the back side, oh. Go to 411. All right, a path ends at the base of a massive runestone. I could follow, I could observe. I think that ends my turn. So now is where I can decide to end the game, right? We've been streaming, recording this for about 2 hours. Just kind of wanted to show you guys, because again, I could continue forever as long as my morale and time doesn't go down. But I don't want to spoil too much. You've seen a lot of cards, a lot of locations. You've seen a lot of item stuff. You can see all the cool things you can get. I kind of went a little too much into this magic item, and it hurt me quite a bit. I was unable to triangulate a rescue signal, but they still managed to find me if I go that direction. And I did not find any sentience. I found a couple animals, no sentience. All right, so I am going to go ahead and put a cube here. And that will end. Read 1705 in the Book of Secrets. I'm going to look at this and then decide whether I'm going to read it out loud. Again, I don't want to unnecessarily spoil things. 1705. Yeah. Oh, all right, here we go. The roar of engines fills the sky as a rescue-class vessel from your fleet enters the planet's atmosphere. You figured they would eventually find you. Choose a player to become the active player and perform one of the following actions. View the corresponding storybook for the results. I can do a move of 10 to hide. I could hide from the rescue team so you can pursue your new life on the planet. The game does not end. I can navigate the rescue vessel toward your location, ending your adventure. I can greet the rescue team with gratitude and open arms, ending your adventure. I can praise and appreciate the rescue team for their efforts, ending your adventure. Okay. Hijack the vessel so you can continue your adventure on this planet. The game does not end. Or I can overpower 10, target the rescue ship as it attempts to land so you can achieve victory on your own terms. The game does not end. What? So 3 of them are 10 costs and 3 are 1 costs. That's rolling all the dice. But I want the game to end so I don't die. So let's go ahead and navigate the rescue vessel towards your location. Man, I'm kind of worried because it says read the ending in the other. So I don't want it to be like they find you and they experiment on you or something crazy like that, right? I don't want to praise them necessarily, although I'm thankful they showed up. The best I can do is a blue. If I do 10, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces, but that would be hiding from them and the game does not end. I'm just wondering why they're so different. Greet the rescue team with gratitude and open arms. Let's go with the engage. Greet. Oh, crap. It'd be 1705 in orange. This is kind of dangerous. Now if I get time, and I've got some reroll options. Oh, there's time. I guess I'm going to put that up here. Just a reminder of how close to death I am. I'll get a boost cube on this. And now I go to orange, 1705. Greet the rescue team with gratitude and open arms, ending your adventure. The game ends as you head back to your homeworld, and you achieve an epic victory if you have also completed the mission. Otherwise, it is impressive that you survived long enough to control your destiny, and your knowledge of the planet will benefit you in the future. I did not get an epic victory because I did not finish my mission, although I did get my destiny. It is a legitimate victory because that destiny has survived until the help arrives. But I would have loved to have kept exploring and finding all the towers and triangulating the signal, right? That would have been cool. But I took some risks. I drank a lot of whatever this bottle stuff is, and it hurt me quite a bit. And fixing that tower, I thought I was going to fix the tower so I can climb up it and do a signal, but I ended up repairing the entire building, which was massive. So that is Vantage. If I cleaned everything up and I started over, you see I would roll the dice, I would get different characters. If I don't get the blue, the other characters basically match your main actions. So I would not get all the benefits in blue that I got this time. I'd be more likely to take some of the other actions, whether they look, engage, help, take over power, right? So that's going to change everything. And then, I rolled a couple dice for my starting location, so that's going to change as well. So there's a lot of variety in here. You may visit the same places. We have enough games that I will forget things. I may remember, I'll be like, hey, I kind of remember this picture, but I don't remember everything I did there. So, for folks who will play it over and over again, they're going to start to remember things, kind of know what may lead where. But we don't play enough of the same game outside of like Vindication and Too Many Bones and Elder Scrolls, a bunch of games like that. To remember otherwise. So that is Vantage. Thanks for sitting with me through it. Game is beautiful, artwork beautiful. Everything still feels fun, even though you're just rolling dice to try to mitigate things. The animals, creatures look cool, and the different benefits they give you. It seemed like a lot of work to tie these locations and the items, within the book, right? Because you're like, go here, then go there. You go south, you go northeast. Very well done. Very amazing. Took me forever to sleeve all the cards. Yeah. And yes, I sleeved it. I thought about not sleeving it since I'm not shuffling the cards, but I knew that I'm basically thumbing through these to find the one I need, and you're just going to thumb through and destroy the top of the cards. So anyways, that is Vantage. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you next time. Out.